April 13, 2026. Crypto's got a naval blockade, a billion-dollar buy, and a landmark SEC ruling all in one day. Quick shout-out to today's sponsor, Compete Token, the gaming crypto that actually has real games behind it. Link in the description. Bitcoin just shrugged off a US naval blockade like it was a mild inconvenience. The US kicked off its blockade of the Strait of Hormuz this morning. Iran talks collapsed over the weekend, oil spiked to $102 a barrel, and Bitcoin dipped, then immediately bounced back to $72,500. QCP Capital said it best, crypto panic has faded, even if uncertainty hasn't. Bearish traders are flagging a potential Bart Simpson reversal pattern and watching 70,000 as the next key support level. But a market that bounces during a literal naval blockade? That's not weakness, that's growing up. Michael Saylor bought another $1 billion of Bitcoin last week and barely blinked. Strategy acquired 13,927 Bitcoin between April 6th and 12th at an average price of $71,900 a coin. Total holdings now sit at 780,897 Bitcoin, just 19,000 coins away from 800,000. They funded the whole haul through their preferred equity instrument STRC, which just recorded its second largest weekly issuance on record. Strategy is currently sitting on $14.5 billion in unrealized losses and is still buying. At this point, Saylor isn't investing in Bitcoin, he's collecting it like infinity stones. The SEC just handed DeFi one of its biggest wins in years and didn't wait for Congress to make it happen. The SEC issued a staff statement today exempting DeFi user interfaces from broker-dealer registration, so long as they don't hold user funds, solicit trades, or push users towards specific transactions. Translation: if you build a front end that connects wallets to DeFi, you're free. Andreessen Horowitz, crypto head, called it a huge win. Consensus General Counsel called it the day centralized intermediaries were dealt a critical blow, and the DeFi Education Fund called it a tough day for the gatekeepers. The Senate's Clarity Act has been stuck in limbo for months, and the SEC just said, "Don't worry, we'll handle it ourselves." Power move. Institutions came sprinting back into crypto last week, and the numbers are wild. Crypto investment products pulled in $1.1 billion in weekly inflows, the best week since January, with Bitcoin funds leading at $871 million, and Ethereum reversing 3 straight weeks of outflows with $196 million. Morgan Stanley launched its brand new Bitcoin ETF on Wednesday and already pulled in $62 million. Here's the smart money tell. Institutions poured money into Bitcoin and put $20.2 million into short Bitcoin products simultaneously, their highest short Bitcoin weekly total since November. They're bullish and hedged at the same time. Morgan Stanley also filed for Ethereum and Solana ETFs and is eyeing a tokenized money market fund. Wall Street isn't dipping a toe in anymore, they're cannonballing. Tom Lee just declared Ethereum the wartime store of value, and Bitmine's balance sheet is backing up every word. Bitmine Immersion Technologies now holds 4.87 million Ethereum, worth $10.7 billion, making it the largest corporate Ethereum treasury on the planet. Lee pointed out that Ethereum is up 17.4% since the Iran war began, beating gold by over 2,700 basis points. Bitmine has 3.3 million Ethereum staked, generating $212 million in annualized staking revenue at a 7-day yield of nearly 3%. They bought 71,000 Ethereum last week alone. The company just uplisted to the New York Stock Exchange and counts Cathie Wood, Pantera, and Founders Fund among its investors. Gold has been the safe haven for 5,000 years. Apparently, it now has a competitor that also pays you to hold it. A hacker exploited the Polkadot Ethereum bridge, Hyperbridge, minted 1 billion bridged Polkadot tokens worth over $1.1 billion, and walked away with $237,000. That might be the most embarrassing return on a billion-dollar heist in crypto history. The exploit hit a flaw in the bridge's proof verification logic, giving the attacker full admin control over the bridge token contract on Ethereum. The problem? Almost no one holds bridged Polkadot on Ethereum, so there was barely any liquidity to dump into. They printed 62% of Polkadot's entire token supply, sold it all on decentralized exchanges, and netted $237,000. The bridge is down for maintenance. Polkadot is down 68% over the past year. Honestly, at this point, the hacker and the Polkadot holders are both equally underwater. Somebody tried to shake down Kraken by threatening to release videos of internal systems showing client data, and Kraken told them exactly where to go. Chief Security Officer Nick Percoco posted on X that systems were never breached, user funds were never at risk, and federal law enforcement is already on the case. About 2,000 accounts had data exposed through 2 separate inappropriate access incidents this year. Coinbase faced a nearly identical extortion attempt in May 2025. They also refused to pay. The correct response to crypto extortion is always, don't negotiate, call the feds. The wrong move is apparently trying to shake down an exchange that's been through everything and still won't blink. Bernstein dropped a note today saying Bitcoin has already priced in the quantum computing threat, and Bitcoin holders everywhere exhaled. Bitcoin is down nearly 50% from its all-time high of $126,000 set last October, and Bernstein argues that drawdown has absorbed a significant chunk of the quantum fear premium. 2 weeks ago, Google published research suggesting future quantum machines could theoretically crack Bitcoin's encryption in 9 minutes, which is shorter than Bitcoin's 10-minute block time. But Bernstein says developers have 3 to 5 years to navigate a post-quantum upgrade. Institutional holders like ETF issuers and Strategy will help drive consensus, and BIP 360 is already in the pipeline as a first step. Bitcoin's not broken, it just has a homework assignment with a 3 to 5 year deadline. Justin Sun and World Liberty Financial are officially at war, and neither side is holding back. Over the weekend, Sun blasted the Trump family's crypto project on X, accusing them of embedding a secret smart contract backdoor that lets them freeze any holder's tokens without notice, without cause, and without recourse. He called World Liberty's leaders bad actors and said they treat the crypto community like a personal ATM. World Liberty fired back immediately. Justin's favorite move is playing the victim while making baseless allegations. See you in court, pal. The World Liberty token hit an all-time low of about 8 cents over the weekend, down 76% from its post-election peak. Sun himself bought tens of millions into this project right after the election, and his tokens are currently frozen, decentralized, they said, trustless, they said. And finally, a Polymarket trader turned $500 into $252,000 on Saturday by reading a UFC scorecard faster than the announcer. At UFC 327 in Miami, announcer Bruce Buffer declared American fighter Chris Padilla the winner on live TV. Polymarket immediately priced Padilla at 99.9%, but one bettor checked the official scorecard, noticed the math didn't add up, and quietly placed a bet on the other fighter at 0.1% odds. After a commercial break, the fight was corrected to a majority draw. Padilla's odds collapsed. The trader walked away with roughly a 50,000% return, $500 into $252,000. This is the second UFC scoring error in 2 weeks. Somebody at UFC 327 should have checked the scorecard before Bruce Buffer did. Also, shout out to Jesus Christ is good on Polymarket for doing the math when no one else would. Compete token gaming crypto with real games behind it? Link in the description. That's your crypto pulse for April 13th. Stay sharp, stay bullish, and I'll see you tomorrow.